I'm in med school. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, beautiful people. My humidifier finally came in the mail. And like I predicted, it came on Monday because we had a snowstorm. This week is not starting as planned, but it's okay because I'm a bit behind on my step studying. So I had to push some things back, but I literally had like a breakdown Friday night, and I was like, I don't know if I should push back my test or not, but ultimately decided not to. And I just decided I'm not gonna take any rest days. So my plan is I'm gonna study, because ideally I was gonna take Sundays off, but my plan is I'm just gonna study on Sundays and take like half Sundays off or something, or like a quarter Sunday off. So that's my plan. This is a really small humidifier. I expected it to be a lot bigger. That's concerning. Okay. This is annoying. This stuff is not drawn to scale on the internet when you buy these things. Whatever. My nose is about to die. And I literally, so this morning, went to the gym, had an okay workout. Then even though I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, I drove down to like my hospital's like institution or whatever to get blood work. So that blood work would be, the results would be in for my doctor's appointment tomorrow. So I could have something to talk to my doctor about tomorrow instead of like doing it tomorrow. Because I just felt like it wouldn't make sense to go to my doctor's appointment and she'd be like, did you get your blood work? And I'm like, no, girl. So she'd be looking at me, I'd be looking at her, and we'd be looking at each other. So went to go do that. Then I had a meeting with some peeps because we are writing a nice little piece that we're trying to submit. So had that meeting, and I was doing Anki cards, but my nose was just so irritated. I was like, oh no, I need to go pick up this humidifier from my Amazon hub downstairs immediately. Initially, I was gonna get it later tonight, but I was like, oh no, And because I didn't have any distilled water, I was like, I have to go get distilled water. So I had to drive to the grocery store to get some distilled water. So that's what my morning has been like. But yeah, so let's see. Hopefully this helps because my nose has just been so irritated. And I've actually never met my PCP in person because when I moved here, it was COVID, so obviously it was a telehealth appointment. This is the first time I'm going to see her in person, and it's funny because she's a resident, so she's probably not going to be my PCP for that much longer because I'm not sure when she's graduating residency. So I'm going to have to ask homegirl tomorrow when she's graduating. And I know sis is tired of me because I swear people in medicine are probably like the worst patients to have, because I've been messaging her on my chart all the time, asking her to either put in a referral or put in lab work. I just be diagnosing myself and telling her what my diagnosis is, and then be telling her to do stuff. And I know for a fact she's tired of me, so I'm sure sis is gonna give it to me tomorrow too. But it is what it is. I can't come and die, so I gotta make sure I take care of myself, and I gotta make sure I don't die in the hands of medicine. So if I gotta be that patient that be asking for everything, I will ask for everything. So I'm interested to see her in person. That should be fun. Okay, I have my distilled water. Hopefully this helps and I can resume my Anki cards in peace and my nose feels better. I don't know how long it takes the humidifier to work, but let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna plug it in right next to my computer because that's where I'm stationed right now. And let's hope for the best. Hey guys, it's giving pterodactyl. But I just got back from my session with my personal trainer. And what I'm realizing about these sessions is I probably need to dedicate an hour to like doing my own workout or something before meeting with her, because it's not that we don't work out, but really kind of my goals in working with her is learning how to do more like strength training and doing like learning how to like utilize my muscles and activate certain muscles that I've never activated before. So like it's a lot more of a learning process during our sessions than it is like go hard type of workout. So I did the like elliptical for like 10 minutes before meeting with her, but that wasn't anything. So I was just kind of a bit frustrated, just because I just felt like the muscles weren't activating the way she was describing them, and I was just like, listen girl, these muscles you asked me to activate don't want to be activated, okay? So that was kind of frustrating. Not frustrated with her, but just kind of just like frustrated with the fitness process that like the people you see that are like lifting and doing all these things, like they didn't just get there overnight. They like had to learn how to do these moves and exercises and activate these muscles correctly and stuff. So she was just kind of like, you kind of have to start from like ground zero and we work our way up. So that's where we're kind of at. So I just finished that session with her. I'm about to take a shower. Then I have a doctor's appointment at 10:50 and it is 8:40 right now. So I'm probably going to, you know, make my Milo like I do every morning, because Milo just makes me happy in the morning. And then I'm going to probably do some Anki cards, because I actually scheduled to get into the routine of like the material I wanted to cover today after I got back from my doctor's appointment, because I don't like starting something and then getting interrupted by like having to go to a doctor's appointment or running an errand. So I'm starting MSK with like the brachial plexus and everything, which is kind of ironic because me and her were working on like the delts, the traps and everything today, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do that when I come back from the doctor's appointment, but before then I'm just gonna be doing Anki cards and reviewing. Last night, what did I do last night? So last night was kind of like my catch-up day, just because I just been feeling behind, and it's just been frustrating with studying for STEP, and I had my second breakdown. This is only week 2 and I've had my second breakdown, so I expect to have a breakdown like every single week of STEP studying. And I was just kind of frustrated because even the material that I've been reviewing, like I'm just realizing there's just always stuff you still don't know, and there's just always more to learn about every topic, and like you just don't have the luxury of time to stay on one topic because you have to keep moving on. And like even today I have to move on to another subject, and I just still don't feel as confident about like hematology and oncology or general pathology, but it's like those days to learn and done that are over. So all I can do is like in the spare time I have continue reviewing Anki cards and doing questions, but I don't get any more days to like continue like learning or reviewing. It's like when I have little pockets of time that I can go back and reference of like, oh, let me review this concept I didn't understand. But so that's kind of just been like frustrating, and just kind of learning to be okay with like I have to keep going because there's still so much more material to cover. And I had contemplated like moving my test date back because I was just like, maybe I need more time. But the truth of the matter is, even the day I wanted to move it to was only gonna be 4 days later. And I was just like, and I was talking to my friend from school about it, and she was like, well, those 4 days really like make a difference. And I was like, I guess not. And I also wanted to take 2 weeks off before third year like officially started, before rotation started. So I decided to keep the test date I have, and I'm just gonna pray about it and just try to work really hard, try to stay disciplined. But it's just so hard and so frustrating because like I study from morning to night, and like it's so lonely, I'm so exhausted, and I still like there's always just more and more to learn. And it's so annoying because even though step is pass fail, you still have to pass. And you know, I hold myself to very high standards, and like I am still taking this exam seriously. I'm still studying as if like I wanted to score like a 260 or 270. So I'm just like, this is the second time I've cried in week 2 and it's only Tuesday of my second week of studying. So that's how my life is going. But I'm gonna stay positive. I'm going to continue to keep going because I don't really have a choice. But yeah, you know, that's, I don't know, I just never feel like I have enough time in the day to finish everything I need to finish, even though it's like I do so much in the like outside of like my general routine of going to the gym, eating, which are essential things I need to do. I'm not going to sacrifice those things, or going to my doctor's appointments, which I need to see my doctor. It's not like I'm out here going to brunch. It's not like I am king. Well, obviously I'm here vlogging, but these pockets of time that I take are like, I feel like not essential pockets of time that, you know, that are taken away from my step studying. So it's like I spend hours and it's just really lonely too, because it's like everybody else is studying too. So, but that's the plan for today. I'm gonna see my doctor, come back home, study, and do it all over again tomorrow. Okay, so we are back. This morning was a bit of a rough morning. Just came back from my doctor's appointment. It took a bit longer than I expected for a couple different reasons. One, I actually don't know why it took longer than expected, but it took longer than anticipated. And my doctor is graduating residency this May, so I have to find another PCP. And I was like, girl. She was like, yeah, girl, so you could either find another resident or find someone else. And I was like, I'm gonna have to do some interviews because I don't know, girl. And she was like, yeah. And she was like, honestly, you're kind of your own doctor, so you just gotta find somebody you can get along with because you be doing your own thing. And I was like, girl, you already know. But yeah, my appointment was good. There was really not much for us to talk about, because she was like, girl, you looking good. I was like, thank you. And it's so crazy because really we just talked about school and looked at my labs and everything. And it's so funny because this was the first time I was meeting her in person, because when I got into care with her was when I started school, and it was COVID, so it was obviously a telehealth appointment. And at the time, I had told her, I was like, oh, you know, I definitely want to work on my health and everything. And I had given her like a weight loss goal number at the time. And she was like, oh, you know, you're at your goal. And I was like, wait, what? What? I was like, girl, what number did I give you? Because in my head, I'm like, girl, I have a different goal. Like, I'm not where I need to be. And she actually pulled up like the chart notes from like 2 years ago. And I was like, that's wild. But I was like, oh, girl, that is not my goal no more. We got ways to go. But outside of that, the appointment was good. Me and her we were just kiki and low key, honestly, because there was really nothing to talk about. She was like, yeah, honestly, I don't have to see you ever again. Because you're doing good, your lab's looking good. Like, unless you want to see me, I don't gotta see you. I was like, okay, girl. So I had that. I took some time to kind of like reflect and just kind of come down from my just like very just low point this morning with step and everything. And I think I kind of have an approach to how I'm going to move forward with feeling like I'm not able to like tackle stuff from the day before, but I still have to move on. So I think I have a plan for that, and I'm just like gonna try it and see how that works. But right now, honestly, I think I'm gonna make myself some lunch, decompress, and just like allow myself to feel the feelings I'm having, and then get into the work for today, and then start that new approach or the idea that I had come up in my head while I was driving, and we'll see how it goes. I'll try it out for this week, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna change the plan for next week. And that's really my approach. And outside of that, that's really all I have going for today. I don't really anticipate or expect to vlog these next couple of days because I'm just like going in and just going hard. So the next time you'll probably see me vlog is maybe like on Saturday or something, or unless something exciting happens, which nothing exciting happens in my life when I'm studying for STEP. But yeah, so just wanted to update y'all, and